Okay. Um, I just wanted to make a quick video for like a tutorial for Rapidharness since I know most of us don't really know how any of this works. So, and there isn't really much tutorials available on YouTube because I did a little like search on YouTube trying to see if there was any like useful tutorials, but there wasn't really much outside of the videos that they give you on the actual software. So yeah, I'm just gonna cover like what I figured out, and hopefully it translates to everyone else who's working on the device right now. And what I did is basically I create a new design and I click on device because we're gonna be working on devices, and then we'll move on to harnesses once we have devices in place. But for now, just device. And what came up for me was a blue box, and I guess this would be like the device, which because this software really isn't like a simulation tool, it's mostly just for wiring diagrams. I'm pretty sure you consider every like electronic component just a black box, or in this case I guess a blue box, which doesn't have any electrical components, or it's just a blank box that you add connectors to. So this is what I made so far. It's uh it's pretty much for the Watchmon core, which is the main control unit for our BMS system. And what I did is it's basically the same box that's in this on this page, except I attached the image. If you right click, you could press add image, or it also has it up here. And what I did is I just took a screenshot, or here I'll show you. Um, sorry. I took a screenshot of the component that's available on the wiki page. So if you go right here, watch mon, should appear on the watchmon core. Here, let's see. You know what? It might be easier going on. Sorry, it might take me a bit to. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so I just took a screenshot of basically what it shows here and just transferred it onto the Rapidharness just to make it, easily like readable, like what this component is and what the each connection is for. And for the connections themselves, I mainly just referred to the wiki page. Like if you go down here, you could see that these terminals seem to be what's called screw terminals. So if you go search up screw terminals, screw here, screw terminal octopart. The reason you choose octopart is actually very crucial that you make sure to include octopart, because when you go onto Rapidharness and you go to this, it's like this. Here, let me zoom in. It's called a connector. And what I've been doing is I've just been adding connectors. And if you look at what it says up here, it basically gets all the parts from Octopart, which is like a platform where you find different electronic components, and that's where it gets its database from. So kind of similar to DigiKey, but I don't think I think the software only gets its parts from Octopart, and for that reason, you have to search up Octopart in order to get like the right model number, and just to make sure that it's available on here. And pretty much what you do is here. I'll go back to split view. So what I've been doing is I've just been, sorry, I've just been adding connectors. Well, first I search them up, so screws, terminal, octopart, go on octopart. It's a lot easier to search up like just on Google rather than on this software because, when you open this up, like when you open this up, it won't show this on your guys' page. It'll show like a blank screen, and like you wouldn't really know specifically what to type unless you know the exact model number, and obviously that's hard to find. So I would just say, just search up the component first, or at least the name of the component, because we know this is a screw terminal, so we put screw terminal. And then right here, this isn't it, so let's kind of look. Connector, maybe. No, here. Let's try to search it up on an octopart. Screw terminal connector. Alright. It might take a bit because they have a lot of components. Or I believe this is what I searched up. If not, then I might have to... Okay, this is pretty similar. It's pretty tricky finding the right part, but it's not identical to this, but here's what you do. You find something that's at least pretty similar, and you come down here and look, it gives you everything that's like related to the product that you want. And you just click on this, and then you could keep going down and it'll give you more options. So that's what I've been doing this whole time, just trying to find the parts that look most like what's on the watch one. I'm only doing this because you need a connector on the device in order to connect it to other devices. So it doesn't have to be identical to the parts that they use on Batrium, just relatively like similar. Mostly just for the pictures, so people know like, okay, so the C2 goes to the supply, as you could see right here, and then we'll have another device like maybe we'll have a device for the battery, and that connector will connect to the supply right here, and you get that information from here. Let me zoom in. You get that information from the connectors, and eventually what we're gonna do is we're gonna here. Let me go to file. Eventually what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a harness, and then on the harness you could have, well, actually I'm actually not, yeah, because we don't have any connections, I think it'd be hard to do that right now. Let me just show you the video. Or sorry, it wasn't a video, it was this link. You just go to support, and it says getting started in 10 minutes. So you just open this up, and yeah, as you can see right here, in order to add like a harness, you have to have like two different connections, like one starting point and then one ending point, and that's what connects these two connectors together. And they could be from different devices. So because I only have one device, it's not really going to work right now because I don't have anything to connect it to. So, but you could see that C1 and C2, it's basically what we have right here. Yeah, C1 and then, or C1.1 and then C1.2. It's also shown on here if you zoom in. C1 is down here. I don't think we should really focus on the numbering too much. I mean, I kind of just did it in a random order. Once you connect two components together, people will be able to tell like, oh, okay, C1 goes to the CMU, and then that will connect to the the cellmate, and then the cellmate will connect to another cellmate, all using the CMU cable. So yeah, you could see C2 and then C1. So I believe that is it. As far as work, all we have to do is, I'm thinking we all make devices like I said in the last slides. Um, so you could just look back on the other slide that I had posted last week, and it'll have like all the components that we're planning on working on. I'm pretty sure most of us already have like a component that we like were assigned to. So yeah, we just need to get something like this, and then once we have this in place, then we could start connecting components together maybe, and we'll see how it goes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, I forgot to add one more thing. We have to, sorry, let me discard all this stuff. We have to be able to like share our devices. So in order to do that, you have to go to home, and then you have to go to a version. I don't know why it's not. Usually it has, okay, there it is. Yeah. You create version, and then you apply a name to the version. So you could say, uh, I'll just call it watch mon core, and then version 2 maybe. And then you create a version. And pretty much what this will do, I'm pretty sure, is that it will make what I have right here available for everybody to see, so that you guys could see like, I don't think you guys would be able to edit it, but you guys would be able to like see what connections are for what. So when you create your devices, you know like, okay, C2, supply and all that. And yeah, hopefully that also makes it so that you have access to the actual connectors as well, because I did notice that the connectors are shown right here. So hopefully you guys have access to these connectors, because a lot of the Batrium components use these screw terminals, and I don't want you guys to be like, spending all your time trying to find these connectors, because it took me a while to find, making sure I found the four connector, the four connector, and then the two connector, and then the five, and then two, and then three. It took me a while, so just, if you guys are able to use these screw terminals, let me know. Or if you guys like have the information available to you as far as the the part number, because I know the part numbers are pretty like obscure. I don't know why it's not. Oh, I think it's because I had to edit it. So I had to press edit and then add. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so these numbers are pretty. Or you know what? Just, you could take a screenshot of this screen right here, and then I'll just copy down these numbers, and then if any of these components are also used on your device, just make sure to transfer them, and just copy the numbers and then search them up right here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll go do the whole process again of just creating version, and then I have to create another version. Dang it. Alright. I'm pretty sure you have to create a version for each. You have to create a version for each time you edit. So it's a little annoying, but hopefully this is the last time I have to edit this, but we will see. Create a version. Alright. Let me know if this is available to you guys. It should be when you go to library and you go with maybe shared with your team, maybe shared with you, my active work. I don't know. Let me know if you guys could see the component I made. If not, then I'll try and figure this out. But yeah, that's all.